Some Americans like to take matters into their own hands and are more than prepared to protect their civil liberties with a gun. And while bearing arms is a constitutional right, many people feel increasingly worried by those eager to exercise it. Cedric Moon takes aim at an issue that has the U.S. divided.
To start pushing back against the last 75 years, where it's we who have been pushed back from the natural exercise of our liberties.
Full disclosure. We are not exactly constitutional experts.
Try to be.
If they are,
every American should be able to quote the Constitution.
That remains to be seen. But when they, the 100 or so folks here, say they want to restore the Constitution and they're packing.
My pistol is Springfield XD45.
Some heat.
And FN-FAL.
It's a Ruger 1022. It's a VZ82. It's a Czech military pistol.
You tend to see things their way.
Nowadays, we've ceded a lot of our freedom and responsibility to the government. You got your First Amendment rights, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, petition for grievances. You got your Second Amendment, your Third Amendment, which nobody thinks about, but it's, quartering soldiers in time of war.
This is what the First Amendment looks like, the right to free speech, even if some here...
What do you think about all this?
No comment.
...are a little sheepish about using it. But make no mistake, they're clear. They're using their First Amendment right to keep their Second Amendment right, which is to...
You have to keep them holstered?
Yep.
Bear arms. Don't tread on me or their rights, their message to the government.
These are not rational people we're talking about.
But it's the fact they're using both their First and Second Amendment rights together.
Hey, Democrats, is our health care worth your death? And you can see that there's a gun pointed at us.
That has some a little nervous.
And I think they are preaching treason, that this is our elected government. We did listen. We did hear. We didn't agree with you. You don't threaten congressmen and our elected officials and talk about you're the 3% who are going to take over the government and restore democracy. They're going to restore democracy by taking away our democracy, I guess. But this is my neighborhood. I live here, and I'm just not going to take that.
This is as far as the group that calls itself the 3% can get. Weapons attached to their backs or their knees, embodying the Constitution, so they say, while showing if you do want peace...
And they believe that they know what's best for us.
Prepare for war.
So why should we expect that they're going to quit shoving?
Cedric Moon, RT, Alexandria, Virginia.